Slight MMA. Hope everyone's having a great day because I am not. I'm going to be talking about why 2026 is the worst year of all time for the UFC. I'm going to be talking about Zuffa Boxing, the Paramount Plus deal, the White House card, and then just some other competitors that are stepping in versus the UFC. But I wanted to start off with this tweet by Dana White that's shaking up the MMA world. Conor Nigel, never heard of this cat. Not huge into boxing. I mean, I know like the big names and watch some of the cards, but Conor Ben, I've never heard of you respectfully. Signing a $15 million deal for Zuffa Boxing when nobody has seen close to that money in the UFC besides probably Conor, John, like those huge names. Like Sean O'Malley talked about how he was sad, like he's seeing, only 7-digit, but this guy's signing a 8-digit contract with UFC. Never heard of the guy. I would expect more like just like one of those big names guys. Like he's worked with Canelo in that last fight. I don't necessarily think they'll sign Canelo, but like a Canelo 15 mil would have made sense. Not this guy. It's just gonna stir up a lot of shit. No one's paid attention to Zuffa at all. I don't know how the UFC clients, the fighters, are gonna act about this. I'd be pissed. In Sean O'Malley's recent video, he was talking about how he works so hard and it just feels like a slap in the face, and I bet it does. Dana's folding under pressure with this new Paramount deal, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about was just Paramount pushing. We'll get into that later, but Paramount pushing the agenda such as this. How in the world does Derek Lewis move up 3 spots? I get the light or the heavyweight division is pretty mid and all that, but this dude just got chinned by Paulo Costa. Like I don't get how he's moving up 3 spots. I think it's a big name, and if he's ranked 8th in the world, he's going to get those bigger fights, and that's what it sounds like Paramount wants. They just want these big name fights, and you can clearly see it with this one right here. Curtis Blades versus Josh Hoyt. Why are they doing this to Kurt? Like I get he hasn't looked great in his last fights, but like Josh Hoyt hasn't even beat anybody. He won with a middle finger. Like the dude he beat obviously was a chump. Like why are you guys trying to feed Curtis Blades? Like why are you trying to feed him to the wolves? But I mean, shit. It does show one thing though, that Paramount I don't think will care that much about the antics. Like Sean Strickland, for example, he got on the mic and was wilding, stuff like that. He might get a title shot for that now because fucking Hokit, like all he did was talk some shit on the mic, and now he's fighting the number 4 ranked heavyweight in the world. Like they're gonna give Gable Stevenson the fucking title shot at the White House at this point. It makes zero sense to me. They're pushing a certain agenda. They're trying to get these entertaining fights, which I don't mind. I'm here for the entertaining part of the sport. I know that when you look at the UFC, you got to look at a business perspective. You got to give the fans what they want and things like that. And they've been giving us the shit we want. Oh, sorry. I'll get to that in a minute because this is ridiculous. But first, I want to go over these quick announcements. Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. Just 2 big names that no one's cheered for in the past 5 years besides Dominic Reyes when he was 3 fights away from a title fight. But I mean, these guys this is a ranking elimination bout, it looks like, or shit, retirement fight for both of these guys. Or if whoever loses probably is going to the PFL or signing with Netflix. It's a little foreshadowing for the later in the video. But yeah, these fights I'm not too upset about. That's an entertaining fight. Crazy that they're switching up on Costa. Costa was, oh my gosh, my bad. I just read that he's light heavyweight now. Interesting. I'm gonna have to do some more research on this, but wow, Paulo Costa moving up to light heavyweight. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll have to see what else comes out about that. But I was pretty sure Paulo Costa was one to go fight for the belt. He's like maybe 2 fights away from fighting for the belt. So that's interesting. I wonder if Paramount had anything to do with that. Okay, and then Mr. Brown versus Mr. Holland. Just it's gonna be an entertaining scrap. I'm not too mad about these announcements. The announcements I am mad about: Mikey Malott versus Gilbert Burns, headlining in Canada. Sorry, my phone's going off. What the fuck is Mike Malott headlining for? Unranked Mike Malott in Canada versus Gilbert Burns. Like, Ayman Zahabi should headline this card over him. Like, I don't understand Mike Malott. He's cool, but like, let's look at his wins. Like, he beat Kevin Holland and he beat a bunch of no names, and he got slimed out by Neil. Yeah, they didn't want to show it. Show Neil Magny, winner KO. I don't understand. He's on a 3-fight win streak, and he's gonna host in his hometown versus Gilbert Burns, who I think is going to win. But it's just, I don't know what that's about. And then if you go to the other cards, Sean Brady and Joaquin Buckley are in the fucking apex. This genuinely is an entertaining fight. Like, 2 just stocky guys, like, all right striker from Brady, but like it's gonna be a way better match than Mike Malott versus Gilbert Burns. Like, Gilbert is 2 fights away from retirement, 3 max. Mike Malott beat Kevin Holland via dick kick. I just don't understand. Moicano versus Duncan in the Apex. I mean, I would pick any of these Apex cards over Mike Malott, Gilbert Burns in a packed out Canadian arena. But yeah, these are the matchmaking I wanted to talk about, because I mean, if you see these matchmaking, like, we have Josh Emmett hosting a fight night. Not too upset about the Lerone Murphy Evloev. This needed to happen. Adesanya Piper, that's a good match. I like that. That whole card's actually pretty decent. Moicano Duncan, like, you don't need that to host a fight night. Like, there's better names. There's bigger guys. Like, you're not gonna draw. I get Moicano's a money draw, but maybe they know something I don't. I'm a fan of this as long as it's the co-main event. I can't imagine that they would make this the main event. Okay, I assume the TBD versus TBD is okay, so it's going to be co-main. So that's good. Hopefully they have someone like I don't know, fucking Hamzat Shemaev can fight. He won't because of Ramadan, but yeah, maybe Yuri Prohaska versus Carlos Ulberg. Throw that on there. That'd be a decent card. And then we're just going to have to suffer until the White House, because that's what everything's leading up to. And that's another thing I want to talk about. UFC White House is ruining the 2026 for the UFC. And I'm saying this because they're literally holding off on fights. Obviously, people are like, they have to be holding on people for fights, because they wouldn't be booking fucking Josh Emmett versus Vlahos or fucking Moicano. Like, these guys are good. Like, Moicano didn't he just lose to Dariush in like the third featured fight of a pay-per-view, and now he's hosting a fight night? Like, make it make sense. It makes zero sense to me. And yeah, I don't know who's doing the White House anymore. I don't really even care. I'm not into the drama of that, but yeah, they're stalling for people. They're shortening these numbered events. They're making them just worse. Hopefully after the White House card they can get some order, but like I said in my last video, if these big events are going to cost us like enjoyment to the sport and to the UFC, don't do them. The Sphere was was a flop. Or I'm sure it wasn't a flop, but how much production, how much hype they had going into the Sphere, saying it's going to be the greatest card of all time. The card was mid. Focus more on the card instead of the location and shit like that. Those opportunities will come if your cards are good. People are going to be buying in more to the events. So those are that. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the competitors. Netflix and Jake Paul, watch out. I genuinely think that Netflix is going to be competing with Paramount for fighting. I know Netflix wanted to get in on the deals with UFC, but Paramount obviously won that. And now you can see Netflix moving on to more fights, such as the Ronda Rousey fight with MMA. They had the Jake Paul boxing match, but I think they're going to be doing more MMA stuff, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get guys like Francis Ngannou to go do these mega fights for Netflix. I think that's what they're just going to do. They're going to host these mega fights, and the UFC is going to be shitty when they have John Jones, Alex Pereira doing these big fun mega fights, and the UFC is going to be trying to follow their business model while trying to integrate Paramount Plus's entertainment aspect towards it, and we're just going to see a shit show all 2026. Not excited for really any of these fight nights besides Buckley Brady and Izzy Piper. Fuck these guys. UFC 326. It's the only thing I'm really looking forward to. We have freaking Brandissimo the Great, Moreno, fighting this weekend. That'll be whatever. I'll bet on Moreno. I'm not going to be dropping a video probably for that. I will be for this very shortly. Very exciting fight, but once again, no co-main event. This is the third. They're 3 for 3 on having co-main events be 3-round fights. This has got to be 3 rounds. Anyway, they're 3 for 3. Bring back the 5-round co-main events. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to book a fight for 5 rounds in this. Shit just must keep falling through the cracks because they had this spot blank for a while. So I assume they had a 5-round fight lined up. I wonder what it was. Any guesses? Drop in the comments below. But I don't know why they haven't booked Carlos Prates versus JDM yet. I feel like that's probably what was going to go there, because they were going to have a BMF title fight and then damn near a BMF co-main event. Like, tell me Carlos and JDM aren't the BMFs of the welterweight division. And that's another topic I'm going to talk about. The BMF belt's got to move up to welterweight. There's too much star power in welterweight, and no one's going to be taking the belt from Islam, I believe. That's why it's good to have it in the welter and lightweight, because Ilya and Islam are just two guys that aren't going to lose to anyone besides themselves. So, yeah, there's that. Fucking Rob Font, Rawls Jr. I'm taking Rob Font on this. I'm not going to lie. No odds out yet. I mean, UFC, let's update your fucking site. No odds on anything? This fight's next week. I don't understand what's going on. You know, I love the UFC. I just got into it, but listening to everybody else complain about it and hearing all the news, I know that it's going downhill. I don't think it's going to be the downfall of it, but shit, they gotta watch out for Netflix, because Netflix, it sounds like they're going to be giving the people what they want. Not that we wanted a Ronda Rousey fight, but they're going to be doing some entertaining stuff, some more fun stuff. Everything just seems so hostile over at the UFC right now, especially with like Sean Strickland getting his mic cut out. That was all weird, but yeah, I think there is some good aspects for selling the entertainment point. Like, I think we'll get Hamzat and Sean Strickland before Imavov, because Strickland's hot on the mic. He's just came off a knockout. He's beat Imavov. His career is better than Imavov's. His wins are better than Imavov's. Imavov knocked out Izzy, but I mean, Sean damn near 5-0'd him. So, yeah. UFC, get in order, get your shit right. I just wanted to hop on here, give a little rant. I don't like YouTube rants, but feel like it's just some content I can put out. Try to grow this channel some more. So I appreciate you guys if you made it this far in the video. I really do appreciate it. I'll be dropping my fight predictions for probably most of this card. Never mind. Really just no early prelims. I'll drop it for the prelims. Probably not. I'll probably just pick Cody Garbrandt and move along. I definitely will be breaking down this main card, though. That'll be dropping shortly. Thank you guys for tuning in. That was lame, but God bless.